Landlords, and welcome back to our FAQ Friday. If you're new here, my name is Michaela. I post all things property management every Wednesday and every Friday. So today's question actually stems from Wednesday's video regarding how to verify income. If you haven't watched Wednesday's video yet, I will go ahead and link it in the description box. So pause this video, go watch that video so that you know what I'm talking about in this video. I actually got a lot of questions regarding tips on trying to verify employment. So today's question is, what are tips to verify an applicant's employment? First step is obviously asking for a reference who works at their company that you have a phone number to. Once you receive that information, go ahead and actually Google search the company and call the company phone number. That is the first thing that I would do. Don't call the number that they gave you first. Call the company's phone number. Call their place of employment and double check that not only your applicant works there, but the person that they wrote as a reference also works there. So that is tip number one. Tip number two. Every time you are making a phone call, especially when you're trying to verify employment or you're doing anything with an applicant, you should be documenting everything. So what I would do is actually document it on a spreadsheet or on a calendar, the date, the time that you called, the number you called, the company that the number was associated with, who you spoke to, and a quick summary of what happened on the phone call. You always want to make sure that you have as much documentation of your entire process from the time that you receive an application all the way until your tenant moves out. Document everything. It helps you so much as a landlord. If you call their place of employment and both the person who is the reference as well as the person who is your applicant are confirmed to both be working there, then I would go ahead and call the number that they provided you, ask a few qualifying questions just to verify everything. So in a quick summary, the 3 tips I want to make sure that you have when you're verifying employment is to research and to call the actual company's phone number before you do anything else. Tip number 2, make sure you are documenting everything: time, date, place, person you spoke to, phone numbers. Document as much as you possibly can. And tip number 3, if you get the green light from the actual company itself, go ahead and call the person who they put down as their reference and ask them clear qualifying questions. Again, tying back into tip number 2, make sure you are documenting every time you're making a phone call, every time you're doing something to deal with the applicant when you're verifying information. All right, landlords, thank you so much again for tuning in. Remember, if you're new here, I would absolutely love if you would subscribe so you don't miss out on anything property management. If you have questions that you would love for me to address on here and to shout you out, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. However, if you don't want me to shout you out, but you have a question that you would like for me to personally address for you, go ahead and click on the link below that will be addressed for questions. And all of my contact information will also be down in the description box as well. Please, 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 landlords, use me as a resource. I am here to assist you in any way I can. All right, landlords, remember my name's Michaela, providing you with the higher standard in property management. Bye, landlords.